Hey there, happy New Year. Welcome to the first day of 2017. It's January 1st. And as always, I'm here for our monthly messages from the angels. I'm Tiffany Manchester, your personal feel-good specialist, here to help you make every decision with ease so that you can live a life that you love. So I pulled three cards. So I got a bunch of new decks, so I'm really excited to use them. I haven't used them that much. As you can see on either side of in that little bookshelf frame, I have decks. I want to have them all down there, at least until we have to move out of this place. So I'm using my Goddess Guidance deck. These are all different goddesses from different religions and what have you. And they're just female empowerment cards. So I'm very unfamiliar with them. So I pulled three cards. As we know, I don't know what they say. It's like a big magic trick. And I pull one over at a time and just intuitively receive the messages that I'm getting. The cards are like a tool for helping you receive the message. You don't have to use decks of cards, but it's just a fun, useful way to just kind of reaffirm what your intuitive mind is telling you, because we just so often discount it that we won't take the moment to really listen to that as an intuitive sign that's being given to us. And so this kind of like helps you be like, oh my God, that's totally what I was thinking, or that's totally what I was feeling. That's really all it is. It's fun. Anyone can do it. So let's see what the beginning of the month has to say. Abundantia. Forgive me if I'm not saying these correctly. I don't know. And to be honest, I don't really care. Like, I'm going to do a blog post on this at some point, but just how we attach all these names and labels to things, and it's not necessary. I mean, the universe is God's love, and it's a vibration, and it's a high vibration. And so these are just, again, it's another tool because the human mind needs something to grasp and picture. And so we just feel safer, I think, when we're learning about different angels and archangels and gods and goddesses, but really it's the pure essence of love. And they live in a different realm. They don't actually have bodies anyway. They may have if they're an ascended master, which means if they were living on Earth first as a human and then ascended, became enlightened, and so they're ascended masters now. But even still, at that point, it's just an energy. So whenever you call upon help, the right energy that you need is always going to come to you. So don't worry so much about if you have been thinking about needing to study them all. I have a great story about that, but I'm getting off topic here. So Abundantia, prosperity. The universe is pouring its abundance out to you. Be open to receiving. Okay, so then I'm just going to listen to see how they would like me to expand on that. And sometimes the card gives me information, like a color or feature, and sometimes I just listen and it comes through. Okay, this feels like a really general, beautiful way to start off the year. Knowing that the first message that they want to give to you is to have the sense of abundance in your life. So think of this as a mantra, just prosperity. There it says it right there. Put that somewhere on your wall, on your fridge, on your door, on your phone, or whatever. Prosperity can be your mantra for the entire year if you like, or just January, whatever. But we're starting off with a new sense of self. Okay, that's what they're asking of you. New sense of self. That's so beautiful. Just discard any thoughts and judgments you've been carrying for the last however long. It doesn't matter. Just let go of them as best that you can. And by letting go, I mean allow them to be in the past instead of bringing them into the present. That's all. Just allow it to be in the past. You don't need to bring it into today or tomorrow. And by doing that, it's It's like taking out the trash, you know. So you have a truck full of garbage. Well, we don't have a garbage system here, so we have to take it to the dump. And then you unload it all, and now you have all this extra space. And so when you create that extra space for that, and you're having thoughts of prosperity, then that's what you're going to attract into your life. It's really simple, but in order to attract new prosperity into your life, you really have to let go of all that old baggage. You have to make space for it. So that's what they're asking you. Okay, so very descriptive first part of the month. In order, like, maintain a thought of prosperity, and in order to do that, start discarding things that you don't need anymore. So they're also telling me, like, literal luggage. And so go through your house. It's time to clean up. It's always time to clean up, but for sure now, if you have the intention to bring prosperity into your life, they want you to comb out and weed out all the stuff that you don't want, emotionally and physically. Woo! Okay, the middle of the month we have white Tara. Sensitivity. You are becoming increasingly sensitive. Avoid harsh relationships, environments, situations, and chemicals. Okay, so this would totally correspond with the first card, because as soon as you make space, so they're saying, like, at a health level also, when you clear your space physically, and when you start clearing your mind mentally of all this, it's just like, I don't need that. That no longer serves me. I don't like how I feel when I have those thoughts. I don't like carrying around all that stuff anymore. I need to simplify my life by doing this. When you start doing that, and then we've said you've opened space, so now you're going to be really sensitive to your surroundings, because you're raising your vibration. When you raise your vibration, it's more difficult to be in surroundings that are of a lower vibration than you, because you start feeling more open and more energetically vibrant. And when that's happening, you feel that, like, it just feels like Pigpen. I got the picture of Pigpen just then, you know. It's like you can't even see him, you know, because he's covered in dirt. And so that's what it feels like. And so that sometimes is like a sticky point for people, because all of a sudden people who are your friends and that you hang out with, all of a sudden they're not so appealing to you anymore. It's just part of the process. And so if that's coming up for you, and they're already telling me that you've already been doing this, and so there's someone in particular out there who's listening, that there is someone in particular in mind where you've been thinking, do I need to let go of this friendship? And the answer is yes. You know, if you're questioning it, conversation is always a great step, because you want to bring people into a higher space with you. So that does require communication, but not always. Sometimes you just need to protect yourself, and you don't know how to come it from a place of love. So you just let it go. You know, it'll come back around, and you can readdress things. But for now, just do the very best that you can in the moment. No one expects anything more of you except you, probably. But when you expect more than what you can give, then you lose confidence. And so you have to be sensitive in order to maintain a sense of confidence, and to maintain that space that you're clearing for yourself. You have to be confident in doing that. Otherwise, people are just, like in Vipassana meditation, you know, people are just going to, if you don't put a fence around your garden, then animals, like, people are just going to come take it from you and try to pull you back into their realm. So you do have to be diligent with your thoughts. Always, always, always. Whew. Okay, let me just have a sip here. By the way, if you're liking what I'm saying, please come join me on Instagram. That's where I spend most of my time, that and Pinterest. Just follow me on Instagram at Tiff Manchester. And I also started a new account for the book that I'm writing, Surfer Girls Kick Ass. So go follow me on that account too, Surfer Girls Kick Ass. It's fun. It's good times over there. So we had white Tara, now we have green Tara. You can probably sort of kind of see it. Start delegating. Ask others, including green Tara, to help you instead of trying to do everything by yourself. Wonderful. So in order to maintain that space, you have to, so they're telling me that this is about overwhelm. So you're going through a major process this month, and prosperity, they're giving you all the steps that you need to take in order to create abundance into your life. So that's why it's a very detailed message this month. So you're creating more prosperity in your life by clearing old stuff, and then you're going to be more sensitive to your surroundings, and so you have to remember to protect yourself and do what you need to do for you and feel good about it too. And then as that's happening, you may have moments of feeling overwhelmed. And so this is about, I think, as you're letting go of harsh relationships and maybe some old relationships. So again, now you've got space for new kinds of people in your life. And so at that point, then you're going to have more guidance, more mentorship, more friendship, but it's just, you're at a different space. And so you have to attract like attracts like. That's just don't think of it as something that you have to do. It's just the forces at work on your behalf and working in your favor. So just get out of your way and allow it to happen. That's what I mean by follow the feel good. You have to get out of the way and let yourself be led, and just be led on what feels good. Who does it feel good to be around? Who do you imagine you want to spend your time with and have a conversation with? What kind of jobs appeal to the environment do you want to step into? Make decisions based on that kind of perspective and using your emotion. And as you do that, you're going to become more confident and more secure, and know that it's not even going to be about you seeking other people, but other people will naturally be drawn to you, and then you will be able to start teaching. So it's a wonderful circular, what was the other word? Whatever, who cares? So beautiful, beautiful long message. I'm sorry I went way over than I normally do, but that's okay. The angels say what they need to say, and I'm just here to deliver the message. So I hope you enjoyed this month's messages. Like I said, join me on Instagram, and if you're not on my newsletter yet, make sure you click a button I will put somewhere on here and go to the newsletter. So have a super January. Make sure to send me an email if you have any questions, info@followthefeelgood.com, or reply to this email or YouTube comments or whatever. Okay. Love ya. Take care.